It's Troy Garza with Claim by Troy Garza, and we're here with Quentin, and we're actually featuring a story with him, which is going to be the clean story of the month, and we're going to let you know everything that Quentin's doing in the community and helping people out. So with that being said, we'll turn it over to Quentin.
I got the giggles.
You got the giggles? me too. So, first of all, what is it that you're doing?
I am starting, I have started a program of donations of blankets with bins in certain hot spots of the city.
Okay, and so what are you going to do with the blankets?
I'm going to donate them to homeless people around the city and animals.
And animals, they eat it too. So it's, with that, what is it that makes you want to help these people?
We were down at the Nutcracker downtown, and when we were driving home, we saw people huddled around a fire in just shorts and a t-shirt, and that just touched me. So I put that in the back of my head.
So the idea, you saw these people and you felt that they needed help, or they needed blankets or things to keep warm. Is it something that, from that day on, is it something that you thought about quite a bit?
Mm-hmm.
And sweetie, this was actually last year, this time last year that we were on our way home.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to tell them that last year, the very first year that you did this, you collected over 300 blankets, and you donated those to mainly homeless people, but also to some pet shelters. And this is your second year, and we've been privileged enough to be able to team up with Mr. Troy and his company, Clean, and our goal is to double that for 2010. So in 2009, you did 300, so we're going for 600 in 2010.
Need 600 blankets.
600 blankets. That's a lot of blankets.
That is. So, where do you see this going? I mean, if you could look towards the future, I mean, what is it that you want to do by helping these people?
I don't know.
No? Well, like I said, I still think it's great what you're doing anyway. So it's kind of, like I said, I think that you're going to leave an impression on those people to know that somebody out there cares. Because I think that's what most people always fail to realize, is when sometimes people will see those guys and they won't take into consideration what you did. They would just look over them and say, oh, yeah, those people didn't do anything. You didn't think that, did you? You just thought they probably needed help. So
We didn't know we'd be here last year.
Right.
So we don't know where we're going to be next year. But we know that if we continue to pray to God and listen, that He'll guide us.
Right.
And that's where we're going to go. But we don't have an agenda.
Right.
We just listen to what God tells us that we need to do. And you know, I try and teach, you know, Quentin and his brother Conrad that we are put on this earth for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to serve God.
Right.
And we try and have as much fun as possible while we're doing that.
That's good. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah. So we don't know where we're going with this,
Right.
but God does.
You're going in a good direction, Quentin. Say it that much there. So I guess if one of the last questions we want to ask you is kind of, if there's people out there that are watching us right now, I mean, what would you want to tell somebody out there?
To keep the chain going.
That's good. And that's what we plan on doing. So every year we're going to do more and more and more. And it's not going to stop with blankets. I mean, I'm actually working with Quentin, and any ideas that he has, and he's already approached me with a couple of different things, it's we're going to help you in every way that we can to get what you want done. And it's not a matter of you wanting it done. I think everyone should learn a lesson from you and do what you're doing, because it's really, for you, does it seem easy to just help other people? It just comes natural, and that's what I want to get across, because it really is. Some people just make it more difficult than it needs to be, right? And it's like they'll sit there and they have great ideas, they want to help people, but they don't do it. And it's like, that's why I want to commend this guy, because he's actually out there doing it on the streets. He talked to Mike the Greek Bronzolis today, and he said he was going to help us, so he's going to be his personal bodyguard when we go out on the streets, because I can't help anybody. So that's a good thing. He's a really nice guy. So what Mike Bronzolis is going to be doing with us is actually going out with Quentin, myself, and Michelle, and helping pass out blankets and also protecting all of us. So that's a positive. So it's, another thing too, we're going to find out, just one question about the blankets. What actually goes into the preparation with the blankets to get them ready to get passed out?
Well, what we do is we pray over each blanket. Our vision is that the blanket will not only provide physical warmth, but that it will provide emotional comfort. And that whether or not that person believes in God does not matter at all to us. What matters to us is that they have a blanket wrapped around them that has been bathed in prayer, and that they are protected by God.
That's a perfect example of how it should be with everything. So with that being said, this is Quentin's story. And do you have any words for us, Quentin?
My name is Quentin. I'm 11 years old, and clean is not just a brand. It's a lifestyle, and it's my lifestyle.
That's it.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for everything, and we'll be talking to you soon about the details, and we'll get you how to contact Quentin, and just stay tuned.